Welcome back. You're still watching Morning Live. Now, if you've overindulged in alcohol during your festive season holidays, then this story is meant for you. Well, the South African Rooibos Council has found a solution to rejuvenate your body, mind and soul. This is through a project called Dry January, a trend that's popular in the UK. Now South Africans can follow suit and substitute their bottle of booze for a cup of Rooibos tea. Well, to tell us more about this, I'm joined by SA Rooibos Council's Director, Ernest Du Toit. Ernest, good morning. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning, Lebo. Lovely to be with you this morning.
Let's talk about this project, Dry January. Where does it come from? I read in the intro that it started out in the UK, but where did it all start?
What's happening, Lebo, across the world is during the festive season, most people overindulge, go to parties, drink far too much, and their bodies suffer damage as a consequence. So alcohol concerns in the UK started by saying to people, you better go off booze in January, have Dry January. It's now taken off in the United States and somewhat in South Africa. So they're trying to go without alcohol in January to make up for all of the ill effects from December.
Yeah. All right. How is it going in South Africa? What are we doing?
Well, in South Africa, the issue is, in fact, worldwide, where people should not binge drink. And in fact, they should use alcohol in moderation. And if they don't, then we're sharing with them that Rooibos is by far a better answer, even than Dry January. Not that Dry January is a bad thing.
Yeah, but why Rooibos though specifically?
Lebo, it's fascinating. Rooibos is a uniquely South African plant. It comes about, it's grown only in one place in the world, and that is the Cederberg region in the Western Cape. They've tried to plant it elsewhere, it doesn't grow.
Yeah.
It's a miracle plant, and what they've found, the Rooibos Council puts about 2 to 3 million rand into research every year. And the health benefits have been absolutely exceptional that have been discovered over the last 20, 30 years.
What are those health benefits? I mean, I think anybody who knows that, Rooibos is healthy, but what are the actual health benefits?
Lebo, particularly in terms of binge drinking, if you binge drink, what happens is alcohol impacts your liver. And the first stages is a fatty liver disease because alcohol contains a lot of calories and it impacts the liver, which is trying to process the alcohol. What Rooibos does is it counteracts fatty liver disease by preventing fat deposits on the liver and the other organs. What you also find is that alcohol exacerbates cancer. 7 different types of cancer can be caused by alcohol: the throat, the stomach, the liver, the pancreas. So what Rooibos does is it is exceptionally high in antioxidants. In fact, it has unique antioxidants that appear in no other plant on earth. And what they do is those antioxidants kill free radicals and prevent cancer formation, amongst other things.
So are we saying it reverses what happened in December?
Well, you see, to say that alcohol will reverse it, it will not necessarily reverse it if you really have overindulged and your organs have been impacted. But what Rooibos does is it mitigates the damage, and what it does over time, if you take it on a regular basis, it'll start to counteract some of those impacts. A professor from the Cape Town Provincial University of Technology, in her research, says you should drink 6 cups of Rooibos tea a day and you probably will never get cancer.
All right.
So even the Cancer Association heavily supports Rooibos being consumed on a regular basis.
What for you is, how do we get the message across to people who may not, necessarily understand the impact alcohol has on your body overall? Because I know personally that there are people who are saying, but what is this guy on about?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What is crucial is that we share this message more and more often, because aside from the 2 elements that I spoke about, alcohol also exacerbates heart conditions, so cardiovascular disease, and in addition to that, it prevents people from sleeping properly. It exacerbates type 2 diabetes, and what Rooibos does is Rooibos breaks up the insulin-resistant cells, causing them to absorb the glucose, take it out of the bloodstream, so it counteracts diabetes. And what we need to do is, on an ongoing basis, we need to share with people the damaging effects of alcohol.
Yeah.
They call December Puza month.
Yeah.
And we say you should Puza Luto or Puza Gandlani is what you should actually be doing.
Puza lots of Rooibos.
Puza lots of Rooibos, 6 cups a day, and you'll be far better off.
All right, Dry January, how do people get more information on this campaign?
It is online, and if you just Google Dry January, you'll pick up all of the people that are involved. But again, what we're saying is rather than dry January, cut down on the number of units that you have. It's interesting these days, Lebo, that Rooibos is being incorporated into alcoholic beverages, cocktails across the world. Paris, London and New York, they're using it as a mix. It's a far healthier mix than the sugary drinks that contain 250 calories or more. So if you're going to have that 1 unit a day, have it with Rooibos. So even there, you'll have a healthier alcohol, even though it's not completely healthy.
Ernest, thank you so much for talking to us. So next time, no, Ernest has told you now, the next time, mix it with Rooibos there. Ernest Du Toit, he is the South African Rooibos Council's director, talking to us about dry January, a trend that seeks to encourage South Africans to swap booze for healthier beverage options such as tea for an entire month. In fact, 6 cups a day. All right, let's say good morning.